Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about an opportunity that I don't think is going to happen again for a pretty long time. I think that this is something that's probably going to only be here for a couple of days, and you need to jump on it right now. So if you do want to see more of that, be sure to like, also subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 250 subscribers, about 7 away as of recording this right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's get right into this opportunity. So obviously, the stock market has been very down the past couple of days. You can see this reflected in my portfolio. I'm down. I mean, I was up an insane amount. We were up, 6% in the past week. Now we're down 1%. So down around 7%, in the past 2 days, which is very sizable. That's a huge drop for the portfolio. I mean, look at this. We've had some huge rises as well, but this drop is very substantial. If we look at an index like SPY, the S&P 500, we'd see they're down almost 2% today. In the past week, they're down over 2%. And now in the past month, they're about flat. I mean, they're still up in the past 3 months. They're still up year to date, but not by as much as they were. They were up, around 8% year to date. Now it's only 5. So there is a minor correction in the market is what I would say. People are panic selling. I don't think that's the wise decision here. But there definitely is a minor correction in the market. And the opportunity that I think you need to take advantage of is Amazon. Amazon had a great earnings report. They beat expectations by a lot. They beat them by a lot, and their stock dropped 8% today. In the past, and it dropped 8% just today. And then you can see it was at 237. Now it's only 215, and then you can even see, the past month they're down 2%, and then in the past 3 months they're still up. Year to date they're down. Actually, it's very surprising. But Amazon is a buy right here. I mean, Amazon is a stock that you can always buy, in my opinion. I think there's always going to be, a place to buy Amazon and make money on Amazon stock. For at least the next 3 to 7 years, Amazon has a huge market share in their space. I mean, they're one of the biggest companies in, the world. You see they have 1.5 million people employed. Their market cap is in the trillions, which is insane. Their PE it's not low, but it's not high for a tech company at all. But I mean, Amazon looks very good, especially at this price now. I think that they dropped, for reasons that they shouldn't have dropped on. Let's see this article right here. I was looking at this one a little bit, and they were talking about how Amazon actually dropped because the AWS people are scared that their cloud computing part of their business, the Amazon Web Services part, is losing market share to Google and Microsoft, which I don't think so. They're miles ahead of both of them, and I think that there's a lot of things that they do better and Amazon does better, but I think that Amazon is going to continue to grow how they are. I don't think market share is being lost for no reason. I think that's just speculation. I mean, they dropped 7% in their growth or their margins actually this last quarter in the AWS space. But I mean, that's just a fluctuation. I think 7% isn't enough to be like, oh, we're losing market share, everything's going to go down. I think this is just fear and panic. And actually, Amazon Q2, there was a lot of analysts that actually raised the price target, which was pretty interesting. So you can see right here, Bank of America, Barclays, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but they all raised the stock's target price following the earnings report while maintaining their respective ratings. To be fair, the target price adjustments haven't been to the scale that we have seen in the past, but Amazon's latest earnings have raised a question mark about AWS's market domination in the cloud market. So a lot of people are saying Amazon is a strong buy right now. I totally agree. And I think that, this is all fear and overreaction. And Amazon is that stock that you can hold forever, I think. This company isn't going anywhere. And that's why this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Amazon is, you need to hop on this really quick because it's just a little correction. Amazon isn't going to drop, 20% in the next month. They're probably going to gain it back pretty quick. And it's not the end of the world if you don't get in right here, but you should. There's no reason not to buy Amazon for an 8% discount. You're just mitigating your risk by 8%. Instead of if you bought it at 238, you're down a pretty penny right now. But if you buy it at 215, you're taking a lot less risk. Amazon drops to 200, you can dollar cost average down. It's not going to go much lower than that, and then you know how it goes. Amazon's going to bounce back. So I also wanted to check out why the stock market was down today, which I thought was an interesting article. If you guys keep up with the stock market a lot, you know that this was because of the jobs report, which comes out on the first of the month, and the stock market, or Wall Street, was not too impressed with it, to say the least. The president actually even wasn't very impressed with it either, obviously, but he actually is already taking action to fix it. So I do like to see that, but I also feel like I don't know what all that's going to do. But at the same time, I do think that, this is an overreaction. I don't think the job report was that bad. Yeah, I think the market is just very inflated right now as it's on a bull run. And I think that people are scared, oh, it's going to crash now. Oh, it's going to crash now. People are trying to guess it. And you could do that all day. You can guess when it's going to crash. And at the end of the day, the market's going to reach all-time highs and you're going to keep saying, oh, it's going to crash. And then eventually it'll drop a little bit. But ever since you've been saying it's going to crash, it never reached that point. It's never gotten that low since you were saying that. So it's all about time in the market, not timing the market. I've said this before. It's a very valuable quote. I'd take that with me, everywhere I go. But it really is true. You can't time the market. You never know what's going to happen with the economy, with a company. It could come out tomorrow that Amazon's a fraud. It could. You never know. But I believe that they're not. So that's why I'm putting my hard-earned money into this stock. But yeah, I think that Amazon is a very good buy right here. If you don't have a stock that you're basing your portfolio around I think Amazon is a very solid choice. Because there's a lot of expensive stocks that you could base your portfolio around in my opinion. Like, let's see, Meta. Meta's not even that expensive, honestly. But they are more expensive than Amazon. They're more richly priced. But if we look at, the past, month, this is just a great stock. We look at the past year, this is just amazing stock. 5 years. And then if we even go to all time, this is just a stock that, you can't go wrong investing in this. And I think there's stocks that are going to be a certain price one day. Like, you can invest in Meta and know it's going to be $1,000 one day. You're going to make $250 if you buy a share of Meta right now. I'm just telling you. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if you buy a Meta share right now, I think you're guaranteed $250. And I don't know how long that's going to take. It could take a month. It could take, 30 years. I don't think it's going to be either, but I think it'll be a happy medium of that, a little bit closer to a month. But it is interesting that there are these stocks that are pretty, trustworthy. You can invest in them and expect a pretty good return. And that's the same thing with Amazon. I think Amazon is going to be $300 one day. You can buy Amazon for $215 and be pretty confident that you're going to make, $85, whether it's in the near future or the far future, nobody knows. That's the beauty in the stock market. But it is very, reassuring to know, Amazon is going to hit $300 in my opinion. It's just a matter of when, not a matter of if. And I think that you can also take advantage of this drop with buying an option. You could buy a call option on Amazon. Sometimes I like to show you guys these, literally options, but these plays that you could make on companies when there's a little short-term correction because the price of the options drop a lot. You can even see, even the leaps drop a decent amount. If we go over to Robinhood, check the option chain. Let's look at this one because 14 days out, obviously they're going to drop a lot. But look, the out of the money calls dropped almost 100%. They're 14 days out. So if we look at this long leap, December 17th, 2027, these options lost a fourth of their value after this. So if you're going to buy a leap anyways, or you think Amazon's going to go far, these options just lost 25%. That's insane. And you can see also that their theta is relatively low, but these options are, they lost a lot off of that earnings, which is, just an overreaction. You can't base an investment off of one earnings report that you don't even know. Like, there's a lot going on in the economy right now, but you can't base an investment off of that. So I think that Amazon is the stock to build your portfolio around it, and it's a very good price right now. You can get Amazon for relatively cheap compared to what it's been historically. And I think that you have to jump on this opportunity or it is going to be too late. And that's the perfect time to invest in stocks is when their price is low for reasons that don't concern the company. So they dropped because of earnings. There's no question about that. But I think that there's no concern. But they also dropped more because of the jobs report, as every stock did today. But I think Amazon would have stayed around here if it weren't for the jobs report. But jobs report dropped, and yeah, Amazon dropped right along with it. It was down 9% at one point today. But I think Amazon you have to buy right now. There's no reason not to. It's and that's the perfect time to buy these great companies. Is like when they drop for something unrelated. I've said this before in other videos, but it's worth reiterating because it's so true. If a company drops for something unrelated to that company, if a stock, let's say Amazon stock drops because Nvidia missed on earnings, I don't know. It's probably not going to happen, but say that happens, it's the perfect time to buy Amazon because nothing changed in Amazon's fundamentals. Their company is exactly the same. Their stock price just got cheaper. They have maybe even better fundamentals day to day, as some companies do. Every single day they're getting better, but their fundamentals stayed exactly the same. There's nothing different with the company, or viewpoints stayed the same. And you just thought, okay, Amazon dropped because that's just what's going on in the market generally right now, but they don't deserve to drop. They shouldn't drop because they didn't do anything wrong. Amazon's still the same company they were, at $212 than they were when it was $235, except now the price is just cheaper. That's the only thing that's changed. So that's why I think Amazon is a really good investment right now. I know it is. I'm probably going to be getting into some Amazon right now. I think that there's a very good chance that Amazon does hit $300 here in the near future. And I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of that $300 that Amazon does reach. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching this. That's all I got for today. I think that, all in all, Amazon is a great buy and you should get in now in opposed to later. There's just no reason to wait. I think that it's might get cheaper, maybe, but I think it's probably going to stick around here. And if it does stick around this price, then you're going to regret not getting in. So if you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you for watching. I'm going to be making these videos every single day. If you enjoy the daily content, be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I'm open to anything. I appreciate you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.